Hi, I have this idea for a holder in order to do whiteboard animation, and the holder will be able to support a smartphone or a camera, so you can video record the whiteboard animation, and I'm going to show you how to build it in this video. So here's a drawing of the PVC pipes that are required to build this. So here's what the holder will look like. That will be the whiteboard, and these will be 1-inch PVC pipes. So there'll be there'll be 4 of these that stand vertically that are 36 inches tall. There'll be these 2 long pieces that are going to be obviously cut to fit this joint thing in the middle, this coupling, whatever it's called. And the 2 joint pieces are going to be 43 inches in length, 43 and 43, like this. So 43 inches and 43 inches. And then these couplings here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's this coupling. Then there's going to be 4 pieces here for the bottom. So 36, 36, 24 inch, and 24 inch. And there's going to be, that's a 4. There's going to be 4 pieces for the vertical part. So PVC pipe parts that are required to build this holder for the whiteboard animation. So 4 of these, and this is for 1-inch PVC pipe. 4 of these, I think these are called elbow couplings or elbow joints, maybe. 4 of those. 1 of these. So this is obviously for that. And then the 4 of these. Okay. And then the vertical parts and the horizontal parts. We have 1, 2. I got 4. Back up there. I got 4 1-inch PVC pipes that are 10 feet tall. So I'm going to back up so you can see this, how tall it is. So 4 1-inch PVC pipes that are 10 feet tall. And then the other PVC parts, again, is this, that, and that. Not sure if this is going to work, but this is just kind of a makeshift. So the idea for this is to hold the cell phone, and the cell phone's camera will be facing that way, and leave it in the cover or take it off the cover. Place the cell phone here, and then place a bracket here. And the idea for this is to suspend this thing right here, holding the cell phone facing down, right at this thing, which it will be this. So the idea is to have this and have this holding that, suspended with the cell phone there. So this cell phone supported, and to have that right there, and then have the whiteboard there. These are some of the tools that will probably be needed for this. A saw, a square, safety glasses, measuring tape, level, a carpenter's pencil, a blade, to sharpen the carpenter's pencil, and some vice grips. That's it. So the cost of this PVC, and the 4 10-foot lengths PVC that are 1 inch. The cost of this is $45.84. That's $45.84 for the PVC. Hang on, just hang out for a second. Keep holding it. Hold it. Keep holding it. Okay, so yeah. All right. Let's try to do something here. Let's see what it is in a second. So over here. Oh, what happens is when I bend it down over here, it pops up at the bottom there, off the floor. So I have an idea. What we're gonna do is might be a little bit crazy. What I'm going to do is just cut this so it kind of fits over this. It might be a little kooky. I kind of just want to finish it this afternoon. I'm sure there's a part at the store, but I want to finish it this afternoon. So that little part that I marked out, I'm going to try to cut that so it kind of, can you see it? I'll zoom in a bit. So it kind of fits over that. But the idea is the smartphone is on the tripod. The idea is to set up the smartphone so it sits like this in the case, or probably not in the case, strapped down with like tape or just something, right? Maybe a bracket there, and have it like there. Make sure it's filming this way, and then do the whiteboard. And I think when the professionals who do it, or maybe even the amateurs, but it seems that mainly professionals, they probably use a tablet and bring it into like something where they can do the colors. The way I do it, I'm sure there's some people that do it this way, is I want to do it like this. Film everything, draw it from scene to scene. I draw the scene and then I haven't tried this yet, but I'm using this really good video editing software. It's called Wondershare Filmora. But after I film it, I'd like to try to bring it into Wondershare Filmora and see, speed it up obviously, and then see if I can, when I'm drawing that picture, not just show the whole board, zoom into that picture. And then when I go over there, zoom into that picture, right? And so I won't have to move the camera around. I'm not really sure how they do it otherwise. I don't think maybe they have a person who's drawing it with a bunch of lights in it, and they have a person who's following them with a smartphone or a video camera. But I'm going to try to just set this up, grab the phone here, do each board, speed it up, and then when I have all the boards done for that kind of the storyboard or the whiteboard animation, take it into Wondershare Filmora, a video editing software, and zoom in just to go to scene to scene to scene. That's the idea. Okay, I'm going to try something. There's a way to cut this. Let's see. So, come in like that. Okay. Well, maybe there's some glue for PVC or something. I'm not sure. Hopefully there is. Okay. Hi, so this is the stand. I intend to go to Home Depot tomorrow early and get like a box like this that I can glue together and then fasten to here that the smartphone can sit in. And then that way there'd be the box, the phone would sit here facing down, and the whiteboard would be there. And it appears that because this is screwed in like that, I think those are called butterfly screws, or bolted in rather, bolted in or screwed in. I think this can be popped out, this, that, and then this can be popped out as well. So it can kind of be deconstructed, certain parts of it. But here's the general idea. A box hanging under that, which I'll get tomorrow and I'll try to take video of, and the whiteboard right there. And then doing the whiteboard from scene to scene, and then using Wondershare Filmora, a video editing software, and learning how to zoom into the different scenes. So hand drawn illustrated whiteboard, scene to scene, saving it on the phone, and then bringing it into Wondershare Filmora, yeah, and then editing it from there. Previously did a whiteboard animation, if I remember correctly. What I did is I took it using the HD camera. There's an HD camera app in the smartphone, in my Galaxy Note 9 smartphone. So I got the HD camera app and I used that to get the footage. And then what I did, if I remember correctly, is I put it into Power Director. Now Power Director is another app to speed it up. And then after I sped it up, I would get clips of it, email it to myself, to my computer. It's kind of like a desktop computer. It's an APAC, I think, the small box with a monitor, Windows 10. Then download the clips from my email to the computer, and then open the clips from download into Wondershare Filmora. And then in Wondershare Filmora, I would assemble the clips, right? And they're already sped up. And then what I would do is use this smartphone that's in my hand to record audio. And I found an MP3 recorder at the Google Play Store that's free. So I downloaded the MP3 recorder and would record audio as I'm watching the sped up clips in Wondershare Filmora. And then what I would do is take those audio clips, email them to myself, download them, email them from the phone, download them to my computer, and add that to Wondershare Filmora, the audio clips to match what's going on with the sped up clips for the whiteboard animation. There's a lot of moving parts in this process. I guess an easier way to do it is to get a microphone for the computer, but I do not have a microphone yet. Explain this one more time. I intend to go to Home Depot early tomorrow, it's not so crowded, and get a frame that I can set the smartphone in. The smartphone aiming in this direction, capturing the whiteboard, doing the whiteboard illustration, having notes of how it's planned, what I plan to emphasize, the content, the goal of the whiteboard animation, drawing the whiteboard animation, saving it to this phone that's taking this video, speeding up the whiteboard animation using a video editor on this phone, which is a Galaxy Note 9 smartphone, using a free video editor to speed it up, or a paid video editor. I like to use Power Director. It's incredibly intuitive and simple to use, and it's powerful. So taking the video footage, speeding it up on this phone in Power Director, emailing it to myself in clips, downloading that on my computer, opening those clips on the computer in Wondershare Filmora video editor. Then watching those clips, and as I watch them, typing up or writing or both narration for the clips. And then as I have the narration for the clips, recording that using an MP3 recorder, a free one, on this smartphone, then uploading those MP3 clips, emailing myself those MP3 clips, downloading them to the computer, and adding them to Wondershare Filmora. Another way to do it too is to do the audio first, and then write down the notes of the audio, the gist of it, then draw the whiteboard, and then have the audio kind of matching the whiteboard animation. So this might work. I think this is aluminum, a piece of aluminum, like this, and I bent it approximately 2 inches there, 4 inches there, this way. I'm not sure how long this length is. 4 inches there, about, and 2 inches there. So I bent it 2 inches here, then I went to that side, bent it 2 inches there, kind of. Then this is 4 inches. I know it's really not straight. And this is around 4 inches. This is around 4 inches. And this middle part, I'm not sure. That's just the remaining area. And then I put, this is from a smartphone holder. And I put the top of it there, and the bottom of it there, so it can kind of twist around. The idea is it will hold the smartphone at the proper angle where it will get the whiteboard. So yeah, I started doing this, I think yesterday morning, and then I got busy and it was kind of getting dark. So now it's the next evening, I believe, and so, and the parts so far, well, I think this came around to $48.50 for the PVC at Home Depot. And I have in the previous video clips the measurements. Then there's I think those are called butterfly something, maybe butterfly hinges, I'm not sure, with like a little bolt through this piece of wood to hold these two together. Okay. And this, I think this is aluminum or steel, I'm not sure, or some type of, maybe it's an alloy. And this is a camera mount. But ideally the whiteboard sits here, the camera sits here, facing down like this. And then I click record it, and then bring it into a video editor on my phone and speed it up. And then with those sped up clips, email it to myself, and then open it on a computer and bring it into Wondershare Filmora, and then add narration with an MP3 by getting MP3 on my phone, email it to myself, and then having a narration track for dialogue, just like what I'm doing now, that corresponds and that accompanies the whiteboard animation. So we'll see if this, I'll try to give it a test. All right. So this is the whiteboard setup for the holder to do whiteboard animation. Now I'm putting it into the holder thing. Oops. I'm tightening the holder thing. Rotating it. So, so that shows you the frame right here coming in about 1 inch Coming in from the top. So I might have to mark it out on the whiteboard exactly where it is. I could also make this aluminum or steel or alloy, whatever this piece of metal is, that it's kind of on a little bit higher. But this is a setup. That's it. Hey, I'll just hang out for a second.